thought it was just a regular break.
You guys better hurry.
Yeah, let's go. You ready to keep going, dude?
Wait.
Guys, give some gas. All right. All right. Clear.
I guess I'm not going past Turner Inn. This is the fireplace. Can you play the piano? I'll go up the stairs. Oh, I left my rack down here, or my cart. They have music here. It's kind of music Aunt Dora used to play. On this ride than anything. I love that stained glass window up there. Did you get the, I love the stairways, the way they have the rods going across the floor here to hold down the carpet. Between the fireplace. It's your boys' room. Oh, here's the little glass they provide for the wine here.
Right across the street is the nursery.
This is complimentary.
away. Across the city, up on top, you'll get that Wrigley first generation family home. The Wrigley's picked that location on our far left. It's got the best view of the harbor, the city, over to the midland areas, up the top of the hill, and to the back of the canyon.
Should get
The Wrigley family later
Dad to
deeded that
take
over to
it?
USC. USC has leased now
Jonathan will be too much.
as a bed and breakfast hotel. Named after Ada Wrigley, Beacon on Mount Ada. They have 6 rooms for lease up there, starting out at over $200 a night, right over $7, with the Wrigley Chewing Gum family descendant still on the board of directors.
Yeah.
Now, along with those views and sights, there are also some animals we could be looking for. The largest native predator on this island. They're probably singing that song, "Oh, Give Me a Home Where the Buffalo Roam," because they also on some white-tailed deer and some black-buck antelope. They wanted, just like the song said, their home on the range, away from Chicago. Now we also have mule deer on the island. The mule deer were introduced by the state of California, Department of Fish and Game and Hunting program, and also strengthened mule deer herd size. The wild boar, they say the boar were introduced to kill the rattlesnake population. A bed and breakfast hotel run by USC. On the right of us, the sign says "Welcome." It says you're entering the 42,000 acre private nature sanctuary owned and managed by the Santa Catalina Conservancy, which is a private, non-profit conservation organization, tax-exempt parcel of land with the Wrigley descendants, still on the board of directors. Now the trails on the right of us, the majority of those trails are made by the mule deer, going down to Hamilton Cove. Hamilton Cove, you do not own any property there, you can only lease it. Those two come in and start out about $430,000.
Way too tough.
Here on the left of us, we have the Wrigley Reservoir with the millions of gallons of drinking water underneath it, so it won't evaporate in the heat of our day. So below that tan covering would be the drinking water for Avalon and Hamilton Cove. If it was to rain, the Southern Cal Press employees, they pump the water to the top, put it out there on the left-hand side. Now we're barely seen in front of us. The Palos Verdes Peninsula would be directly across. To the right of that would be San Pedro and then Long Beach. We're seeing a little bit of the white buildings in Long Beach directly in front of the bus. The little tip of land on our island is called Long Point. Long Point. It was almost empty up until 3 weeks ago. The island is supposed to get summer between 10 and 12 inches of rainfall a year. Up until about 3 weeks ago, we had just about 6 inches of rainfall on the island. Now on the left of us, we have a little play area. This little play area here on the left-hand side was put in by the volunteers of the Lions Club. You can get a free hike permit to come to the interior from the Conservancy. And some people in Avalon have cars. They cover their families. The old covered bench left came down. New one in its spot. It's where you could be after about 3 or 4 hours of stagecoach travel. You would stop there so the people on stage could get something to drink while the horses did the same. A photos of what used to be the Santa Catholic Island all-boys school. And the boys used to live down there 24 hours a day year-round. They thought they were in exile. their friends and their relatives. The enrollment is dropping so badly that the owners decided they're going to save their school. So they say they opened up as a co-ed school. They say they had 156 boys and only 6 girls. Now left-hand side of us coming up, we have the K-Ride radio station. Broadcast on the AM band. It is a Christian radio station.
The buffalo on the left. Just behind the pepper tree.
There you go.
Almost right ahead.
Here, can you get it?
Jonathan, I don't see it.
They're out to our far right now. Now I will open the door. If you'd like to step up to get a picture, you may. I'm going to ask you please.
I think I can zoom. Yeah, I can zoom in on them.
Yeah. Did you bring your binoculars? Don't they have buffalo farms here too?
What are we asking as a buffalo farm?
Or where they have them penned in?
Not to mind. They pen them in when they do like a test them for different diseases.
Oh.
But usually they're roaming most of the island freely. If we do a roundup where they test them for different diseases, checking for pregnancies or hoof rots like that, the Conservancy also occasionally sells buffalo. And the way the road winds around the next couple bends and the drop after the Great Wall of China for many years. To your far right is just about 60 to 70 feet above sea level. The area of what the locals call the China Wall washed out 7 winters ago in the winter storm. So the youngsters that would take the 4-wheel drive school bus from 2 Harbors to Avalon School, this road washed out, they took a boat to school. There's hardly a youngster in California that can ever say they've ridden a boat to school. Now left of us we have Mount Orizaba. Mount Orizaba used to be over 2,100 feet tall. It was brought down to 2,069 feet above sea level with the Vortex communication tower for LAX. All planes going out of LAX communicate through Mount Orizaba. That points directly to the Westchester area, home of Los Angeles International Airport. Now folks, while you're up at the airport in the sky, we do ask you please do stay away from any planes. Run.
Like this. At 5 miles, you're at 700 feet. And you maintain 700 feet all the way until you hit the 2-mile point. And then about a mile to a mile and 3/4 from the runway, you start your descent. So the straight in, you're at 700 feet, like 4 miles out. And you lose an engine. One engine's enough to get that, but you know. But that's why we're doing an overhead pattern, where you're coming at 200 knots.
Yep, they say you may never ever see that one again. Also to our left, the green pleasure pier. If you're on the semi-submersible submarine next, you want to go down to the end of the green pier. On the right-hand side is where you catch that yellow submarine. The chimes tower in front of us, it is a gift of time City of Avalon by Ada Wrigley. It used to ring every quarter of the hour, on the hour, 24 hours a day, going to the Westchester Chimes tune. That'd be a gift of time City of Avalon by Ada Wrigley. On the right, we do have the Zane Gray Pueblo. where Zane Grey used to live and wrote many Western novels, that Zane Grey Pueblo area. On the right of us, there's a room up there, instead of having a number on it, it says Western Stars. There's a sign down here, it says the Zane Grey Hotel was established in 1926. I got a kick out of the sign. Does anybody see that?
Yeah.
That got a chuckle out of me. So they put that in pen, caution women working. Some people get a big kick out of that one.
Oh.
On the right, the red Ruptonville trolley car. They rolled up there many years ago. Wife had to make a home. We're back at the front of the town, the front of the beach, as our locals do call Front Street. On a busy summer day, 10,000 people are right down in here. The old Metropole Hotel Marketplace burned to the ground many years ago. New one in its spot. As we come around the bend on the right, we'll have KFC and Taco Bell. The only fast food chain here on this island are KFC and Taco Bell. I believe they're owned by Pepsi-Cola Corporation. Tricor Video. Now there's a student driver golf cart. That's kind of different. Everybody look at that. You'll never see that again. And he's wearing a neck brace. Did anybody notice that? Did anybody see that? St. Born in front of us has a little horseless carriage look-alike, powered by a lawnmower engine. It does about 30 whole miles an hour.
Isn't that cute?
The city of Avalon bought this lot for about $860,000. They put 13 low-income units for seniors and a senior center all in that little lot. This little home on the right also made the Destiny Farm in 1950. When later she bought it for a vacation rental, doing most of the work on herself there. She actually did quite a good job. Eucalyptus Avenue is the only street in Avalon that doesn't have any eucalyptus trees on it. And the lots further down are divided in halves, thirds, and even quarters. You can imagine raising 3 boys in a cottage. That's wall-to-wall people. I do know a family who tried. Now in front of us, the 2-story green pier. To the right of that, where you catch the water taxis to the little ships or boats, and also the semi-submersible submarine. We do also continue on to the Cabrillo Mall where the tour started from, either or at both locations. If you do exit here, folks have a nice vacation. Thank you for coming along. And we do continue on if you'd like to. Folks have a happy new year. Thanks for coming along with us.